9 best foods to eliminate nocturia, stop overactive bladder. According to the National Library of Medicine, nocturia, or overactive bladder disorder, affects 50 million people in the US. However, only about 1.5 million affected people receive specific therapy for this condition. If you're one of them, you know how frustrating it may be. Those endless trips to the bathroom rob you of restful sleep and leave you feeling drained. But here's the good news: what you eat may play a huge role in stopping this problem. In this video, I'll share 9 powerful foods that may naturally help eliminate nocturia and support your bladder health. From soothing inflammation to balancing fluids, these foods work in surprising ways to keep your bladder calm. Remember, though, that it's always a good idea to consult a healthcare professional for personalized advice. But it's not just about food. I'll also touch on 5 reasons your bladder might be acting up in the first place. 1. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds contain 2 remarkable components that play key roles in eliminating overactive bladder. Zinc, an essential mineral found abundantly in pumpkin seeds, is like a repair tool for your body. It actively supports the health of your bladder lining and prostate. In many cases, nocturia is linked to an inflamed or irritated prostate in men, and zinc helps to reduce this inflammation by regulating your immune response. This ensures the tissues in your urinary tract remain calm and functional, decreasing the urgency to urinate at night. For women, zinc offers similar anti-inflammatory benefits, keeping the bladder lining resilient and less prone to irritation. On the other hand, omega-3 fatty acids in pumpkin seeds act as natural lubricants for your bladder's functionality. They work at a cellular level, reducing inflammation that may trigger overactive bladder symptoms. Think of it this way: when your bladder is less inflamed, it may store urine longer without sending those pesky signals to empty. Omega-3s also improve blood flow to the bladder muscles, enhancing their strength and elasticity, which directly helps in reducing frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. According to research available on Science Direct, a daily intake of 10 grams of pumpkin seed oil over a period of 6 to 12 weeks led to noticeable improvements in patients suffering from overactive bladder. This highlights the seed's ability to modulate bladder function effectively. To make the most of these benefits, the daily recommended dose of pumpkin seeds is about 28 grams, or roughly a small handful. While they're generally safe, eating too many pumpkin seeds may lead to mild side effects like bloating or an upset stomach, especially if you're sensitive to high-fiber foods. 2. Bananas. Bananas might seem like a simple fruit, but they pack a powerful punch when it comes to supporting your bladder and reducing nocturia. One of the key components in bananas is potassium. When you consume too much sodium, your body retains extra water, which may increase your urge to urinate. Bananas, being naturally rich in potassium, counteract this effect by encouraging your kidneys to excrete excess sodium, helping maintain a proper fluid balance. When your body isn't overloaded with unnecessary fluids, your bladder doesn't feel the need to empty as often, especially during the night. A study published on ResearchGate involving 82 participants demonstrated the benefits of potassium citrate for managing overactive bladder. Potassium citrate treatment significantly increased urine pH levels, creating a less irritating urinary environment. Additionally, participants showed a marked reduction in their overactive bladder symptom scores. Another amazing aspect of bananas is their magnesium content, which plays a vital role in relaxing your bladder muscles. If you've ever experienced those sudden, intense urges to pee, it's often due to overactive bladder muscles. Magnesium helps reduce these spasms by calming the detrusor muscle, the muscle responsible for contracting and releasing urine. By incorporating bananas into your diet, you're essentially giving your bladder the tools to stay relaxed and under control, significantly cutting down on those late-night bathroom interruptions. A medium-sized banana, weighing about 118 grams, is an ideal daily serving. It provides just the right amount of potassium and magnesium without overloading your system with unnecessary calories. If you have conditions like kidney disease or diabetes, it's important to enjoy bananas in moderation and check with your healthcare provider. 3. Watermelon. Packed with hydrating nutrients and natural compounds, watermelon works in ways that may soothe your bladder and reduce the nighttime urges that disrupt your sleep. Watermelon has a high water content, about 92%. This may seem counterintuitive, but staying well hydrated during the day helps your bladder function more efficiently. When you're dehydrated, your urine becomes concentrated and more acidic, which may irritate the bladder lining and trigger frequent urges to urinate. By eating watermelon, you provide your body with gentle, steady hydration that dilutes urine naturally, reducing the irritation that often leads to overactive bladder symptoms. The key is consuming this fruit during the day to allow your body to process and balance fluids well before bedtime. Moreover, watermelon contains citrulline, a natural amino acid. Citrulline promotes healthy blood flow by relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation, including to the bladder and its surrounding muscles. This increased blood flow helps reduce inflammation in the bladder wall, which is a common issue for people dealing with nocturia. When inflammation decreases, your bladder's capacity to store urine improves, cutting down on those nighttime trips to the bathroom. According to findings published on Science Direct, the traditional benefits of watermelon have been scientifically validated, particularly its anti-urolithiasis, anti-kidney stone and diuretic properties. The study highlights how watermelon pulp extract may play a significant role in promoting urinary health, making it a valuable dietary addition for individuals managing conditions like nocturia or overactive bladder. The ideal daily serving of watermelon is around 300 to 400 grams, which is roughly 2 cups of diced pieces. It's best enjoyed earlier in the day to allow your body time to process its hydrating effects. 4. Cranberries. Cranberries are often associated with supporting urinary health, and there's a good reason for that. These small, tart berries contain unique compounds that may make a significant difference if nocturia has been disrupting your nights. One of the most powerful elements of cranberries is their proanthocyanidins, a type of antioxidant. These compounds act like a protective shield for your bladder. They prevent harmful bacteria from sticking to the walls of your bladder and urinary tract, effectively reducing the risk of infections that may worsen overactive bladder symptoms. When the bladder is free from irritation caused by infections, it becomes more stable, minimizing those frequent, urgent trips to the bathroom at night. This antibacterial action is particularly helpful for individuals prone to recurring urinary tract issues, a common trigger for nocturia. Cranberries are also rich in quinic acid, a lesser-known compound that plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy urinary pH. Quinic acid naturally increases the acidity of urine, creating an environment that is less hospitable for bacterial growth and reducing inflammation in the bladder lining. A calmer, irritation-free bladder is better equipped to store urine longer, cutting down the urgency to urinate at inconvenient times. This pH balancing effect is what makes cranberries a standout food for addressing nocturia through multiple mechanisms. A PubMed study involving 98 women found that daily intake of dried cranberry powder significantly reduced bladder-related symptoms in women over 24 weeks. Compared to a placebo, the cranberry group experienced a 16% reduction in daily micturitions, a 57% decrease in urgency episodes, and a 40% improvement in perceived bladder condition scores. To gain these benefits, a daily dose of about 150 grams of fresh cranberries, or an unsweetened cranberry juice equivalent, is recommended. It's important to avoid products with added sugar, as excessive sugar may irritate the bladder and negate the positive effects. 5. Green tea, decaffeinated. While it's known for its soothing properties, this tea has specific compounds that eliminate overactive bladder. Decaffeinated green tea has a high concentration of catechins, powerful antioxidants that have anti-inflammatory properties. In the context of an overactive bladder, inflammation in the urinary tract may trigger heightened sensitivity and urgency. Catechins work by calming this inflammation, soothing the bladder lining, and creating a more stable environment for urine storage. With a less irritated bladder, those frequent urges to go are significantly reduced, allowing you to rest more peacefully. Furthermore, green tea offers polyphenol content, which helps combat oxidative stress. Over time, oxidative stress may weaken bladder tissues and disrupt normal functioning, contributing to overactive bladder symptoms. Polyphenols act as protectors, restoring the health of bladder muscles and enhancing their elasticity. This ensures your bladder may store urine effectively without sending premature signals to empty, addressing the root cause of nocturia. A PubMed study on female rats demonstrated that EGCG, a potent antioxidant found in green tea, could significantly improve bladder dysfunction caused by hormone deficiencies. For the best results, consuming about 2 to 3 cups, or roughly 600 milliliters, of decaffeinated green tea daily is recommended. Spreading your intake throughout the day allows your body to absorb the benefits without overstimulating your bladder. 6. Spinach. Spinach may seem like a simple leafy green, but it's a nutrient powerhouse that may provide profound support for your bladder health, especially if nocturia has been keeping you up at night. One standout component in spinach is its high magnesium content. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation, and when it comes to your bladder, it plays a critical role. Overactive bladder often involves spasms in the detrusor muscle, which contracts to release urine. Magnesium helps reduce these involuntary contractions, allowing your bladder to store urine for longer periods without sending those urgent signals to empty. By incorporating spinach into your diet, you're giving your bladder a much-needed break, letting it function more smoothly and effectively. A randomized, double-blind PubMed study on 40 women with sensory urgency or detrusor instability found that 55% of those treated with magnesium hydroxide reported symptom improvement, compared to 20% in the placebo group. The findings suggest magnesium may be a safe and effective option for relieving urinary symptoms. Another fascinating element of spinach is its natural nitrate content. Nitrates support improved blood flow by relaxing and dilating blood vessels. Enhanced circulation ensures that the tissues and muscles surrounding the bladder receive a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. This boosts their resilience and reduces inflammation, which may be a significant contributor to overactive bladder symptoms. Better blood flow also means the bladder muscles are less prone to fatigue, helping them perform optimally and reducing those nighttime interruptions. A daily serving of spinach should be about 90 to 100 grams, which is roughly 1.5 cups of fresh leaves. It's versatile and may be eaten raw in salads, sautéed as a side dish, or blended into smoothies. While spinach is generally safe, it does contain oxalates, which may contribute to kidney stone formation in people who are predisposed to them. 7. Sweet potatoes. If nocturia is stealing your sleep, sweet potatoes offer 2 standout elements that may help calm your bladder and improve its function, making them a valuable addition to your diet. One such element is vitamin A. This vitamin plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and integrity of your bladder's mucosal lining. A strong, healthy bladder lining is essential to protect against irritation, which may trigger those urgent and frequent urges to urinate. Vitamin A promotes cellular repair and reduces inflammation, ensuring that your bladder may store urine more comfortably without sending those unnecessary signals to empty. By regularly including sweet potatoes in your meals, you give your bladder the tools to function smoothly and with less sensitivity. Along with that, sweet potatoes provide potassium content. Potassium helps regulate the body's fluid balance by countering the effects of sodium, which may contribute to water retention and increased urination. By reducing excess sodium levels, potassium ensures that your kidneys process fluids more efficiently during the day, minimizing the strain on your bladder at night. This natural balancing act helps to stabilize your bladder's activity, allowing you to enjoy more restful, uninterrupted sleep. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition demonstrated that anthocyanidin-rich compounds extracted from purple sweet potatoes show promise as a potential alternative to estrogen replacement therapy for managing overactive bladder. The recommended serving of sweet potatoes is about 130 to 150 grams per day, which is roughly the size of a medium potato. While sweet potatoes are generally safe for most people, excessive consumption may lead to mild digestive issues, such as gas or bloating, especially for those with sensitive stomachs. 8. Parsley. Loaded with natural compounds that support your urinary system, parsley may play a key role in eliminating overactive bladder. For example, parsley offers natural diuretic properties thanks to a compound called apiol. Unlike harsh diuretics that may irritate your bladder and lead to frequent urination, parsley works gently to help your kidneys flush out toxins and excess fluid during the day. By promoting effective daytime elimination, it reduces the amount of work your bladder needs to do at night, helping you sleep more peacefully. This natural cleansing effect also keeps your urinary system balanced, preventing the kind of irritation or inflammation that may trigger overactive bladder symptoms. Apart from that, parsley has a high concentration of vitamin C. This essential nutrient supports your immune system while also acting as a powerful antioxidant. Vitamin C helps protect your bladder tissues from oxidative stress, which may weaken their structure and lead to increased sensitivity. When your bladder lining is stronger and less inflamed, it may store urine more effectively without sending premature signals to empty. This makes parsley a fantastic addition to your diet for building bladder resilience. A National Library of Medicine study of 15 days found parsley highly effective in preventing kidney stones. Parsley increased urine volume, raised pH, reduced calcium and protein excretion, and showed nephroprotective effects. By creating a less irritating urinary environment, parsley may calm inflammation and reduce the bladder's sensitivity. To enjoy these benefits, aim for a daily serving of about 15 to 30 grams of fresh parsley, roughly equivalent to a handful. You may easily incorporate it into your meals by chopping it into salads, blending it into smoothies, or adding it to soups and sauces. People with certain kidney conditions, or those taking blood-thinning medications, should consult their doctor before significantly increasing their parsley intake. 9. Almonds. Almonds are not just a delicious snack, they're packed with nutrients that may work wonders for your bladder health, especially if Nocturia has been disrupting your nights. It contains vitamin E. This powerful antioxidant works to protect the cells in your bladder from oxidative stress, which may weaken bladder tissues over time. When these tissues are stressed or inflamed, they become overly sensitive, leading to urgent and frequent signals to urinate. Vitamin E helps repair and strengthen the bladder lining, making it more resilient and less prone to irritation. By adding almonds to your diet, you're giving your bladder the reinforcement it needs to function smoothly without overreacting to everyday stimuli. A PubMed study highlights the benefits of chronic dietary supplementation with vitamin E during the acute phase of spinal cord injury. It reduced bladder hyperreflexia, a common issue that leads to overactive bladder symptoms. Another standout element of almonds is their high magnesium content, which plays a vital role in muscle relaxation. The detrusor muscle in your bladder may often become overactive, leading to sudden and uncontrollable urges to urinate. Magnesium works by calming these involuntary muscle contractions, allowing your bladder to store urine more effectively and reducing the urgency to empty it prematurely. This calming effect not only supports your bladder, but also promotes overall muscle and nerve health, creating a comprehensive benefit for your urinary system. To enjoy these benefits, a daily serving of about 28 grams of almonds, roughly a small handful, is ideal. Additionally, those with nut allergies should avoid almonds entirely, and individuals watching their calorie intake should be mindful of portion sizes since almonds are calorie-dense. Moving on, let's discuss the 5 common reasons behind overactive bladder or nocturia. Have you ever wondered why you keep waking up in the middle of the night to pee? I know how frustrating it may be. Your sleep gets interrupted, and you wake up feeling exhausted. There are a few surprising reasons why your bladder might be acting up, and once you understand them, you may start taking steps to get your nights back. 1. Bladder muscle overactivity. Your bladder has a muscle called the detrusor that contracts to release urine. When this muscle becomes overactive, it sends signals to your brain telling you it's time to pee, even when your bladder isn't full. This may happen due to irritation, nerve issues, or simply aging, leading to frequent urges during the day and night. Addressing muscle overactivity is key to regaining control over your bladder. 2. Hormonal imbalances. As you age, your hormone levels change, particularly in women after menopause and men with prostate issues. A decline in estrogen or testosterone may affect bladder function, making it more sensitive and prone to spasms. This hormonal shift may also weaken the bladder lining, triggering nocturia or overactive bladder symptoms. 3. Chronic inflammation or infections. Urinary tract infections or chronic inflammation of the bladder lining may lead to a heightened sense of urgency. Even after the infection clears, the bladder may remain overly sensitive, causing it to overreact to even small amounts of urine. But staying proactive with bladder health may prevent these issues from escalating. 4. High fluid intake before bedtime. Drinking too much water or other beverages in the evening may overwhelm your bladder, especially if you already have a sensitive system. It's not just about how much you drink, what you drink matters too. Caffeinated or alcoholic beverages irritate the bladder, making nighttime urination more frequent. 5. Neurological conditions. Your brain and bladder are constantly communicating, and when this connection is disrupted by conditions like Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, or a spinal cord injury, the signals may get mixed up. This may lead to bladder overactivity, even when there's no immediate need to urinate. Adding these foods to your daily meals may make a huge difference in your bladder health. They work by calming inflammation, relaxing muscle spasms, and soothing irritation in your urinary tract. When you combine these foods with staying properly hydrated and cutting back on things like caffeine and spicy foods that irritate your bladder, you're giving yourself a solid plan to manage nocturia and finally get those peaceful nights of sleep you deserve. Today we learned about all the foods to eliminate nocturia, but there are many other aspects of our health that are equally interesting. Want to find out more? Watch 10 foods you should never eat that will damage your health. Or watch the longest living people in the world eat these 10 fruits. You may watch either or both of them. Do you know any other foods that eliminate nocturia? Let us know in the comments section below.